been a while. I think I've got 13 videos on YouTube, Hope, Truth, and Miracles, and I think this is the 14th one. I have a certain urgency about sharing this, as I've had an urgency about sharing all the other journeys I've been on. And this latest journey has very much made me consider the possibility that one day I'm going to die. And that's something that, we tend not to consider or take seriously. But I had a great deal of urinary tract, enlarged prostate, weak bladder, and finally aggressive prostate cancer diagnosis. I was left with surgery was not an option. The urologist told me I was old and I had too many complications, and he couldn't guarantee the results. The radiologist said that how many times did I want to go around the sun? In other words, he said there's risks involved. My family doctor said, what would you like, quality or quantity? And, I want quality. I've had elderly friends die hooked up to catheters and bedridden, and I've pretty much decided I'm not about to do that. So, I have in the past been healed somewhat miraculously. Sometimes with the help of physicians, but there was some what I would call divine intervention in the operations, especially my left eye, where I basically smashed my eye and split the back of the eye open, and it had to be pulled out and clamped back together and shoved back in my head. And I'm seeing not too bad out of it. I don't even need glasses. So when that happened, I was in the operating room and I said a prayer. I said, well, okay, you didn't heal me like instantly like I wanted, but I still want to serve you. And I was speaking to the Lord at the time. So guide his hands. So as a result, as I was being wheeled down the hall, I had a lucid moment, and I heard the doctor say it went better than he expected, and I knew my prayer was answered. So I'm left with this is my option. I've become a vegetarian. It's been a long process, and I don't eat any sentient beings. This was instinctive on my part. I thought cancer, liked meat protein. So I did that, and I've been on it for a while. And my wife discovered, she does a lot of research, she discovered that, yeah, that's a good thing to do as far as prostate cancer is concerned. The other thing I was advised to do is take a hormone treatment, which is an injection every 3 months, a slow release injection that stops the production of testosterone. I'm told that you're going to lose your muscle mass, you're going to get hot flashes, so there's some consequences. But I have avoided most of that just by going to the gym and working out and exercising and going for walks and eating good food. My doctor told me I had possibly 5 years without complications, and then possibly 3 more after that if I just did the hormone treatment. And hey, I'll settle for that, but I think I can do better than that. And I tend to believe that there's a combination of things to make us healthy and to fight these terrible diseases. Uh, it's quite a bit to do with your attitude, quite a bit to do with your, if you're positive or not. It's got a lot to do with lifestyle, and it also has something to do with how your mind functions and how your belief system works. Uh, Doctors have their role, and I'm not criticizing them. I think we're blessed with a tremendous healthcare system. It's not infallible, it fails. I did end up getting an infection after one procedure, which was devastating. But nevertheless, all of that experience has brought me to a place where I really value every day, and I really deliberately, consciously have a positive attitude, even in this crazy time we're living in. I say it's crazy times. I mean, the U.S. just shot down 3 harmless balloons at the cost of about a good $500,000 apiece to shoot them down, and they weren't doing anything wrong, basically. You have quite often, more than in my lifetime, um, water coming down from the heavens, as it were, in 24 hours in the form of rain, 8 to 12 inches in 24 hours. So this is concerning. The ocean is rising. I've said this over and over again. This is also concerning. We are vulnerable, so how do we approach that? Well, I think we approach it the same way I approach my cancer. We have to be positive. We have to uh, we have to have some faith, and we have to act with conviction as to how to fix it. So hopefully, this little insight I have on the cancer will benefit some men. I know personally very many men that have this, when we see each other, we say, how many times did you pee last night? Well, I've had to get up 8 times or more, and last night was rather miraculous. I only got up twice. So I was told that my bladder was ruined and I should use a catheter at night before I go to bed, and I said, no, I'm not doing that. And I didn't do that. And my wife said, well, your bladder can heal, and it isn't totally healed, but it is healing. So, don't always go for the quick fix. It doesn't always work. I think there's another thing I'd like to mention, and one of the biggest ways of fixing oneself spiritually and physically is to fast. When I got my enlarged prostate, I fasted for a couple of years quite a bit. And I actually shrank my prostate. I shrank myself also. I lost about 30 pounds, but it was effective. So, I wish everybody a good life. I mean, I think there's nothing wrong with a good life. I think we should enjoy our life. So, when you're facing your demise, and we all are, let's grab the moment and make it worthwhile. So thank you, and God bless, and hopefully we'll do this again. Bye.